Folks, welcome back to box opening with Hebiko, and I am joined once again by Sir Stubby.
Hello, I am here.
Yes. So we are continuing with the Welcome Back Diva Selector case opening with box number 6. And this one is definitely going to go by a lot faster. So let us jump right into it. Hope everyone is having a fine day, fine evening, whatever time it might be for you when you're watching this.
No, have a terrible even. I'm just kidding.
Yes. I mean, maybe some people want that, right?
Yeah, they want.
No,
they
I
want the
want to
world
be
to burn.
happy. Wah.
I don't want to be happy. I want to be miserable.
Our promo card for this time is Perilook. Pretty sure
It's not a
this
dupe,
is
I
a
hope.
dupe.
Is it your first?
I think so.
Apparently, I bring the unluckiness too. You're lucky in the reverse. So I've never gotten a dupe before. I show up. Well, now I have.
Well, the first time it wasn't, so at least that's something. It's fine. I like Perilook, so I'm not mad. And honestly, I've already gotten my favorite Lurig from those buy a box promos, so I mean, anything else at this point is just a bonus.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, my favorite Lurig is on this playmat, and it is this one right here.
Gee, I wonder why. It must be the blonde hair, right?
Might be. So we got in our box topper. Will it be another dupe? Will we have set the precedent for this box?
Just a middle finger on a card.
Well, seeing as that would probably not be part of the set, I would have to say that would fetch a pretty penny.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of crossovers, an Edge Runner crossover where they like animeified it a bit more would be kind of pretty cool. Like Moeified it, I guess.
Yep, it is a dupe. In fact,
nice.
I've gotten that card. This is the third time now.
Looks like a League of Legends champion.
No, it's actually Mirariko's like old design in the anime.
I have not seen it.
Perhaps you should consider.
I haven't had time to watch anime. I know a bunch of friends who wanted to watch Mob Psycho season 3 once it finishes, so I was waiting for that. And then they also wanted to watch
season 2 of that.
Oh, really? You haven't watched season 2 yet?
No.
It's definitely a really good season. Like the first one was all set up, but the second one's definitely like, yes, here we go. Season 3 should be good.
I'm
still waiting on One Punch Man Studio to be announced.
I don't know. I feel annoyed by my habits of anime because I often just like watch a bunch and then I like not feel like watching any at all. And
yeah, that's my thing. It's like I just don't feel like watching anything. Yes, more dupes to burn.
Start off with the wheel of this assist Lurig card.
Yuka Dojan.
Yes, their team is entirely onomatopoeia words for their card names. So it's like Doja. I mean, the team name itself is literally an onomatopoeia word thing. It's like Kururun or something like that.
Jeez.
I don't know, man. You know how Japan is. They get crazy sometimes. Most of the time.
They do be losing their mind.
My problem with me pulling the cards like that is you start seeing the back card and you want to, keep that a surprise.
Yeah. You know what they should do is they should flip the like this card around when packing it, so that way you don't know what it is if you're opening it correctly.
Maybe.
Because I mean, they all have the same backing, right? Like, I don't think you've ever showed me their back.
They actually don't.
Oh, they don't? What's their back look like?
Have this back with English on it.
And so it'd have so this one would be completely different from the one you just pulled.
No, because this is also a Signy.
Oh, so it's based on its type, like its backing is completely different.
Right, but the rigged cards.
Ah, okay. So yeah, they couldn't do that then. So they can't. Yeah, I thought they all had the same backing, like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and all that other crap.
Nope. There's a reason for that, and also if I pull a piece rare, piece rares actually have a third type of back. Because when you're playing the game, your deck is separate from your Lyrig deck.
Oh, okay.
Because all the Lyrig cards, they're just the levels and stuff, right? So you have no reason to not know what's there, because you kind of need to pull the levels to, to level them up whenever you actually want. So it will be face down, separate from your actual deck.
Yeah. Ah, yes. More fighters.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. There's I think that was the first one you pulled when you were talking about alternate art style.
The Kanikama, yeah.
Yeah. So that one's a weapon, right? Yeah, arms.
Yes. What weapon, I don't know.
Whatever the hell a Banya is. Unless it's just her name.
Bonya. So I don't know if it's like some kind of a bow, like literal, or
if it was Branya, it'd be brass knuckles. That's the only thing I can find. I don't think that's what she is. No. It's probably like some like Asian style weapon or something, maybe.
Possibly. Armed are it's not always a weapon though. It's like, I went over this in my one video.
Like it could be just a variety of anything that could be used in combat, basically.
It is armor, weapons, or instruments from before modern times.
Okay, so it'll never be a gun. Got it. Until they do the girls frontline crossover or something. Or Nikkei. That they could do a Nikkei one. That would be pretty funny.
Sorry, I had to make sure my camera was still functioning. Sometimes when I switch windows, it likes to mess it up.
No worries.
Random thumbs up. I can't imagine them doing a Nikkei crossover, but
no, it'd be too sexual for them. But girls frontline, They can probably get away with that one.
Yeah, I think the only issue is that I'm pretty sure Girls Frontline is Chinese based.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it originated in China.
Well, with enough money, you can convince anybody to do anything. Oh, this is a new one.
Yes. One of the Diva format characters.
Whenever I see EX now, I just think of like freaking EX Pokemon.
Oh, another one of these.
Oh, hey. The first dupe of a holo that I've seen that you pulled.
Yes. Our
Excuse
first
me.
SR of the box.
Wasn't she the first SR last time, too?
Yes. Yeah, so there's a piece in the back here, so when we get to it, at least I think it is. Or is it a level 3? Oh, it's just a level 3. Okay. Another remember.
It's funny it came with the actual card to summon her or whatever.
Yeah, just remember. Actually, it doesn't summon her. I think it checks if you have her on the field, and then it has an effect based on that.
Oh, okay.
So it's still Englishy, like with the name, because it doesn't even get her. But
Yeah, like it would make sense if like you play it and you could put her in your hand or whatever.
there
or
is
bring
a
her to the
spell
field.
card from the last set that kind of does that with a level 3 Signy, but I'm just gonna pull like this so you don't see the back and just go faster.
Yeah.
It says cleaner, as long as I don't pull more than one down by accident. There's a piece rare. It's one that you haven't seen.
This one's cute. You can show me its back too, since you said it was different as well. Oh yeah, there we go.
So yeah, there's 3 different backs depending on which card. And that's, I think, unique to piece rares, so.
Which sucks, because that means you can't set them like upside down in a different pile, because then you'll always know like what kind of card you're gonna get. So I guess that's the downside. Unless you close your eyes and put it underneath something, I guess.
Well, it's fine because, like I mentioned, you know, like with Lurig's, piece rares are going to be in that Lurig deck. So your opponent doesn't need to worry about, you know, like you knowing what it is because you're supposed to know what it is.
Yeah.
It's only face down so your opponent doesn't see what it is necessarily, but when they are used and discarded, you know, they go somewhere where you can't really interact with them anymore, basically, so. Unlike trash pile with the Signies and stuff where you can pull out of the trash with a lot of effects.
Yeah. Oh, hey, there's another one.
Yes.
Eldora. Phantom Queen.
I feel like from watching the anime, she's supposed to be like, you mentioned the Lollibaba archetype, and I feel like that's the kind of character she's supposed to be.
Yeah, like this wise but old, young-looking child.
Yes, the petite old lady.
Yes.
That doesn't look old at all. And aha.
Ooh. There's another new one. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn, but there's another new one.
This is the it's marked as an LR, but I'm pretty sure that
Has
is
our own foil. Oh yeah, the foils are completely different.
Well, yeah, because this is just a normal, like, the foil from the pre-constructed deck, whereas this is the secret, like an LR, a secret rare kind of foil. But I don't remember if that card is actually in the booster set, or if this is like technically an ST, even though it's marked as an LR. I'll have to check that later because I'm not sure. Nice. Indeed. It's an odd place in the box to see an LR show up, though.
Yeah.
It's usually they're higher up on the piles. Not the first time it's happened, though. I think there was one of the third box it was that happened. Shoving cards with my hand somehow. Nice.
Oh, there's another one.
Nice Kukulane with the Gablg pile bunker.
Yeah, pile driver. Just...
in the very revealing outfit.
Listen, as long as she has a couple straps, it's not revealing at all. It's just.
That's very much how that works.
Yeah.
It's like if you're familiar with man, this is gonna be a slightly more obscure reference nowadays, but if you're familiar with Strike Witches, their saying of it's not underwear, so it's not embarrassing. One of the excuses that they comedically tried to deliver for the fan service in that show.
It's kind of like the rays of light from the Hyperdimension anime. It's okay, we have these rays of light. It's blocking everything.
Well, that's more like a fourth wall break sort of thing.
Yeah.
That game series is very meta in its humor.
I've only ever played the first game when it got released on Steam. Also nice. It was very grindy.
At
least for a little bit.
I've been in the Neptunia games since the very first one on PlayStation 3, I believe it was.
PlayStation 3, because...
Yes, they originally console only. Because I think Steam was... The first one that came out on Steam was the remakes.
Yeah, which were on the PSP. Or PS Vita, I should say, because that was the newer PSP. Or whatever the hell the PlayStation handheld is.
I don't know, there's a lot of NEP games at this point. It's kind of hard to keep track, but...
I mean, I had fun with it. I just had to... I was just a little annoyed with the little grind I had to do, because the enemies were just getting annoyingly hard, so I had to, like, go back and farm XP, but that's fine. It only took a couple hours.
No, I remember when I played the first game, it was hilarious, because there's the ability that I got for Neptune. Aphrodite foil.
There we go.
There's an ability I gotten for Neptune where it was super busted and it would just like do stupid amounts of damage, and I could just spam it literally every like turn, and it just carried me through like the rest of the game.
Yeah, there was a couple abilities like that. Like, it's been so long since I played, but I remember like the healer girl could basically just like full heal all the time or something. It was just ridiculous. So you'd never get rid of her. I know you could swap out members of your party, but like I would just always have her because nobody would die
Pretty much, yeah.
unless it was like an insta kill attack.
Which I think was pretty rare in that game. So
Yeah, I think it was only restricted to like mandatory deaths. Excuse me.
uh-huh.
This is the oh no, I'm thinking of the Sakura one. This is a different one.
Yes, it's our level 2 assist. Well, a different level 2 assist. Because with the assist legs, you have alternates for the level
Yeah.
2s. Different effects. Because you can kind of customize. Also, this is an ST card.
ST.
But you can customize your deck with what assists you would like. I'm going to give you some different options. I have a blue deck that I put together, but I have yet to actually put it into play because I don't know anybody that wants to play. So, I don't know, Stubby, you could potentially be the first person, even though you say you don't have interest in playing.
Yeah, just because I don't know. I feel like most card games are like either you study into it. Oh, there we go. The hollow version of it. You either study super hard into it and master it, which I guess that's fine until all the rules change for when it becomes mainstream, or you collect. It's because I don't know. I never had
Yeah.
fun with dueling in Yu-Gi-Oh. It was fine when it was like OG Yu-Gi-Oh and it was very simple. Well, I think it was simple anyway. But then like after GX came out, or not GX, whatever came after GX, I think it was 5Ds or something. The card games on motorbikes.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it started getting weird.
That seems to be a common thing I hear, yeah.
Which is fine because people want fast-paced games. They want to like, I guess Hearthstone-y, or I don't know if Magic's fast-paced, but
No.
but
Not usually.
removing the RNG from drawing cards and making it more about skill, I guess.
This is faster paced, although I don't know if it's just a Diva format. But it definitely is a lot faster than Magic is, for sure. Magic games, unless you're playing some really OP decks, usually go in the realm of like an hour for one game.
That's crazy.
Whereas Yu-Gi-Oh is just like,
if your game goes long, yeah, like if your game goes longer than 5 minutes, I think you finally gotten past the part of the game where like they can't beat you instantly.
It's like, I've just finished my first main phase. Time to start my second main phase. Haha. And you've already like beaten the crap out of your opponent in every fathomable way.
How can I pre-construct my deck to always pull this card? Ooh.
I don't think I've gotten this one before. That is very different from her other art in terms of certain, sizes of things. Interesting. I guess that's what happens when you have different artists.
I don't think you're complaining.
No.
Excuse me.
Diary full of normal, non-foil Megalune in this box. I've been going through them so quickly. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I wonder what's different here, guys.
I don't know.
Can anyone point it out to me?
Cool. It's definitely a new one, though.
It'll be one of those cards where they redo the card art down the line, and then it becomes super valuable because you can no longer get that specific card art.
Maybe. Don't really come across to me as doing that much. Like, we do have some cards that have gotten reprints. Older set to newer set, but it's always been the same illustration.
Yeah. I can't remember if any got reprinted in Yu-Gi-Oh! I know misprints would happen a lot, where they would print the wrong name or something. Ooh.
This is my favorite SR.
That's a nice looking one.
I'd love to see an SRP for this one specifically.
Very nice.
I think that's the 4th or the 5th one I've gotten of that one now, and I don't mind. So the only problem is that I don't have a black deck to put her in. And a piece. Oh, this is an ST piece from the deck.
Interesting. I feel like the colors are kind of faded out on it though. They don't pop as much as all the other cards.
It's more like, yeah, like a pastel-y kind of illustration.
Yeah.
We got a couple packs left in the box. Always nice to be able to blast through these, because sometimes it takes a while to go through a box.
Yeah.
There's no
Oh, there's no one.
This is the one that
It's like spinning a, what is that, keyboard?
Yeah. Yeah, and the name is just like, what?
Green pigs.
I don't know. Peculiar names. Oh, well, basically what happens is that they have the name already basically in English with, like, in katakana in the Japanese version of the card, and they just direct translate it into English, like, letters. So that's why it's, like, weird English, because it's Japan's idea of, like, oh yes, this is an English name.
Green pig. I mean, it sounds like a musician's name, like nickname or whatever, so I guess it kind of works. So you going to see Green Bigs tonight?
Extra tickets for your Oops or Green Bigs concert. Get your Remember tickets while you're at it.
Yeah.
And electrolyte foil again. Oh boy.
Yeah. We swear she's a bike, guys. Promise.
And the last pack. We have in the last pack.
Another Electro Bike.
Electrobyte curse. And oh god, a foil pony.
No.
Oh god, the zoom in on the hooves at the bottom of the card.
Such a like weird like switch up. Like all of them are basically like humans in some capacity.
Right, I think it's there's been one in one of the older sets that has been more the furry appearance, but it's not even like this is almost more animal.
Yeah.
That one at least was more still anthro, I guess. So it's like, I don't know.
It wasn't that weird. It's kind of like when they give them like I don't know, like they're still human, but they give them like the like their forearms or whatever, and their hands are replaced by like the animal appearances or whatever. Same with their like lower legs.
Yeah, like paws instead or whatever.
Yeah, but like they're still basically human. Like that's as far as I'd go personally for for liking a character design.
I'm in the department of I don't really go anywhere into the furry category. I know some people are kind of silly and they classify like the kimono Mimi and such as furry, like just having the cat ears and the tail, for example.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand why they think that. I don't agree. Mainly because a lot of times the characters that have that, it's just like a headband and a tail that may or may not be attached in specific manners. But even if it is like part of the body and not just like a fake accessory, it's like, I don't know. I don't really think that steps into the realm enough to be considered as furry, but
I personally like don't see it as furry, like cat girls, like dog girls, whatever.
Yeah.
Like they give them the mannerisms and stuff because that are not really mannerisms, but like personality behind like this is what a dog would be like if they're a human, but still have their dog ears and tail, which is fine. But I don't see it as furry either. But I guess it's kind of like one of those things where it's like a furry calls you out for it. It's like, well, you like that, don't you? It's like, yeah, well, it's not furry. It's like, well, actually,
yeah.
as they don their glasses and start arguing their viewpoints, like, dude, I don't care. just like anime girls,
I don't see it much in Japan, but it's occasionally creeps in here and there.
Yeah. I mean, like that, like even at like let's say you like absolutely hate furries or whatever, but like the card art is nice. It's just like very out of place. Like if the whole box was designed around it, I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's one of those things where it's like, let's make this card and see if people like it, and if they don't, we'll never make it again kind of card. So they literally included it for that. That's how I see it.
I don't
like where it's like a one-off card where like you'll never see a card like that ever again.
I don't know if this artist has done any other cards. I don't recognize the name, so it's kind of I would have to like look at every other card and first like, search for the artist specifically or whatever. It's not one I recognize, so I'm not sure if they're like a one-off artist or whatever. It's like, oh well, it's a Terra Beast, so it's supposed to be animal, and it's a pony, so I guess I'll just make it look like this.
Yeah, they were just told what it is, and they're like, "Well, I guess I'll make a pony." And then they delivered the art and their contract and asked for any revisions, and they're like, "Oh crap! Well, we'll print it."
I imagine they had to be like, oh, okay, this is fine. But you
Yeah,
have to have some kind of, like obviously, otherwise people would get away with some heinous things.
yeah. At least they kind of gave it the anime eyes and made it look a bit cute, so it appeals to like maybe some of the girl collectors, the female collectors, or like guys who enjoy that kind of thing.
That
So.
is possible, yeah. It's just not my taste, but it's fine.
Me either. Like if I got it, it's like like I don't care. It's not like it's upsetting me or like it's like sexualized or something. It's
Yeah.
just pretty normal. I guess it's nice if like a kid wants to collect it and they're like, oh, this is nice. Like I like this.
Well, this is definitely a good poll.
Yeah. I like her little the legging design there, like the I don't know how to describe it. It's like kind of like a mech lining, sorta.
The circuitry pattern.
Yes, circuitry. That's what I was thinking of.
This is actually technically the same character as this.
Technically.
For story reasons.
I mean, yeah, because they have the boat, like the first part of their names are Tama.
Yep. Alright, well, that was not a bad box either. It wasn't too much in the realm of new things. At least the high foil is, I'm fairly certain, one I haven't gotten before, so. And I know I definitely don't have this Milulun, and it's hard to remember for the lesser rarity foils if I've gotten them before or not sometimes, but
Yeah.
all in all, good pulls. Yeah, I don't know if you have any closing remarks, Stubby, outside of what we've already mentioned.
Yeah, no, I mean, hopefully, we'll see what next month looks like if the store that you linked me still has boxes. Hopefully they do, and then I'll
Yes.
order one, and hopefully it doesn't take 7,000 years to get here by ship, and then. And then hopefully I don't also have to pay import fees and other crap. It'd be all easier if it was available on Amazon, but I understand why it isn't, so.
Yeah, I don't know if I would trust and on Amazon either, because you never know, you get some kind of weird repack or something.
Yeah.
Taken all the foils
The good stuff
out.
out, yeah. Unless they like open up their own store on Amazon, but I understand that also costs a lot of money for a company that's just starting out. Or well, I say just, but I'm sure they've been around for years.
And for some reason they just don't really like shipping to Canada, so.
Yeah, they hate Canadians. Americans, A-okay. Canadians, middle finger. We don't exist to them.
They all deserve the rake.
Yeah, the day of the rake will happen. It will come, and they will be swept into the bag.
Well, yeah, let's just wrap this up then. I don't know when I want to do the next box. I would like to try to get maybe Keith and Deku together in the same opening. So I don't know about your availability. I guess we already kind of discussed when you are available, so maybe we'll see. The only problem is that Deku is, because he's in the Philippines, his time zoning is a little odd at times, but...
Yeah.
Because, I have recorded videos with him at around this time of the day, so I don't know. Maybe we can figure something out. No. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Consider subscribing onto my locals page. Consider buying more cards. I don't know. Yeah.
Support your local card shop. Tell them to get these things.
I know. I've heard it's potentially difficult for people to get in contact with the distribution for WIXOSS, but I don't know.
Probably requires a Japanese, or it's Japanese based, right? So a Japanese
Yeah.
contact, and then working it out that way. You'd be better off probably doing a. I know there is like a meme thing. I don't think they're in business anymore, but like the Samurai Buyer thing, where you get like a Japanese distributor to work with local Japanese companies so that they can get things to America. I think that'd be the only way to.
Well, there is a store in my state and other stores in the U.S. that do get in, like, they're directly listed on the official website as a source to buy from. So they must have contact with the distributors. I'm assuming that they must have people on the English side that can communicate at least roughly.
Yeah, they just need one in Canada, so
Yeah.
at least one. They can put it all the way up in Nunavut. We'll just put it there. Just in the middle of nowhere.
This is something you could do, Stubby. You just become Canada's distributor.
Yeah, just start selling out of my apartment, just boxes stacked high everywhere.
Yeah.
Landlords are like, what the hell's all this crap? It's like my business. I'm making millions in cardboard.
Luxury cardboard rectangles.
Yeah. Do you know how much this one's worth? $90. This one, $100. Oh, don't make me show you the $1,000 one. Actually, are any of WIXOSS cards actually worth over $1,000 yet?
Yes.
Are they? Okay.
There are a few, yeah. Primarily the question mark rarities get up there. I've never pulled one of those though. Those things are stupid rare.
1 in 1,000 boxes, kind of rare.
They look like these.
Where it's just full card art.
But you can pull them from the box, and it has question marks as the rarity.
Watch me buy a box and pull one.
You never know, man.
Yeah, I suppose so. Pull 2. Just like, okay, well, I don't know if they're rare anymore.
Yeah. Alright, well, that was, I already said my closing YouTube stuff. I guess the last thing to say is, hope you guys have a good day, and we will see you next time.